Now, when Jesus said to the rich man, he said, go sell. The man came to Jesus and said, what must I do to inherit eternal life? And Jesus said to him, he said, go sell all you have and give to the poor. Pick your cross and follow me. Now, Jesus was not intending for him to sell all he has and become poor. But there was something Jesus was wanting to let him understand. Jesus said, he said, the life of a man does not consist in the abundance of the things he possesses. So what it means is that the quality, the measure of life is not in the function of what you possess. It's not in the function of the money stacked in your bank account. The real measure of life and what gives eternal life is how much your life has affected others, how much you have denied yourself so that you could affect other people. So that was why Jesus said to him, go sell all you have, give to the poor, pick your cross and follow me. Now, that is called the greed test. For every man that God must use must pass through this greed test. Now, the greed test aims to ensure that your life is not dependent on the quantity of material things that you possess, because humans tend to measure the quality and the value of life by the things that you physically possess. But in the spiritual scale of things, the quality of a man's life is not quantified by the things he naturally possesses, but the quality of a man's life is quantified by how much that life has affected other lives, by how much that life is poured out to the service of humanity. And that was what Jesus Christ was trying to explain to the rich man. So for us to become great men in the sight of God, we must begin to live our life to affect the life of others. We must stop thinking only ourselves. We must also think about people around us. That is why the greatest law in the spiritual realm still remains, love your neighbor as thyself. So what it means is that we must live a life that affects other people around us positively. We must not live a life that is poured out for only ourselves, but we must live a life that affects other people. That is the principles of raising disciples. If we can't live a sacrificial life, then we can't raise disciples. The Bible spoke about the mighty men of David. These were men who were vagabonds when they came to meet David. But in the process of time, the Bible said these were mighty men of David. They accomplished so much feats because David had poured himself into them in training. He has affected and imparted them solidly. Now, the Bible spoke about the apostles. They gladly laid down their lives for their master. Why? Because their master had already laid down his life for them. And Jesus said, this is the greatest love, that a man will lay down his life for his friends. So what it means is that in the spiritual scale of relevance, greatness is your ability to lay down your life for others. It's your ability to think about the well-being of others while you are thinking about your own well-being as well.